Welcome to the channel. I'm your host Zulf, and I basically do this channel where I show you loads of stuff with different cameras, helping you live stream, making the most of the stuff you've got. Today, what you're seeing right now here is the Apeman plugged in wire HDMI out into a HDMI capture card, the cheap one that you've seen me review on my channel. I'm looking up there as if let me bring that camera up so you can see me looking at you, because otherwise I'll be looking into thin air. So my main DSLR is being used as a webcam. The Apeman A100. I've got 3 of these cameras I've been testing out. The A77, on HDMI out on the A77 you don't get a clean screen. So in this one you get a clean screen, like no menus. The A87 I couldn't use via the HDMI out. You could only do playback. The A100, which is like the meant to be the best one. I like the A87 better because it comes in like a case, and on USB you get quality of 1080p, like a web streaming quality, like a webcam usage. The A77 was 720p. The A100 is just kind of give me a bit of a shock, to be honest, because I'm quite impressed with this quality right now. So right now I'm recording to the Apeman A100 action camera. This is also known as a Trovo, so it's one of the top of the range action cameras by Apeman. It's got a great lens. It gives you options to control the ISO sensitivity and additional manual settings that you wouldn't normally get on cheaper cameras. So there's loads of cameras out there with different reviews, different names, but I've noticed the Apeman, when they tell you it's 4K 50 frames a second, I recorded a video, I checked the graphics, I checked the dimensions on the Windows setting, and it is what they say it is. Because in the past I've had cameras that say they're 4K and they weren't. So rather than spend half this money on another camera that's cheaper and you have problems with it, and buying, like if you buy cheap you buy twice kind of rule, buy the proper one that you know does well. So I can show you right now, this is the camera that I'm talking about. Do you like this quality? If you like the quality, go to the link, check the link, find a price, eBay or whatever you want to check it, if you get a good price on it, and pick it up, because that would be more than adequate if you're using it for the purposes such as streaming or using it for Zoom meetings. That is an actual photo taken on this action camera. I'm going to speak to you about the specs and let you know what the camera offers, what the photos look like. And considering the photos that I have been seeing on cheap action cameras, you know what, it's actually quite impressive because there's enough detail there. Okay, it's 4608 by 3456 dimensions, which is the amount of pixels that the photo makes. So it's kind of like a square format, which is why it fills this square nicely. The file is about 3 to 4 megabytes depending on what photo you're taking. You can see there's a nice selection of pictures here, different light variations, and it gives you an idea of what the photos can look like. So what else is it? Okay, so some of these were taken at f2.6 f-stop. So you're familiar with photography, there are different aspects of that you can adjust in the camera manually. Normally I tend to say use your mobile phone, it'll be better photos than your action camera, but in this case, nah. Okay, I like that one. I use that as a thumbnail, I think. Look, that is quite, let's go into his eye. Let's go, how far can I go in? Okay, there we go. So that's his eye. Let's zoom back out. It's got a nice bit of a head tilt going on. 20 megapixel photo, obviously waterproof, and a 2-inch touch display. So you can see this one offers 4K at 50 frames a second. There is another model in this range. I've always been looking at action cameras, and 4K 60 frames a second is a big deal. The other model in this range does offer that, so make sure to check out that. I'll put links in the description so you can see the cameras I talk about. You can see it here. It's quite a beautiful setup, to be honest. It's got a nice set of options. It's not a lot of money for what you're getting, because the amount of testing I've done with this, I've been pleased at what you can do with it, because you could easily spend a couple of £100 on a camera. You could spend £200-300 on a DSLR without a lens. But you know what, if this can replace you buying a DSLR, which I think, depending on your purpose, it could do, because the quality is actually really good. You want to make sure you get the right memory card. Get a memory card that has the right class and it's a genuine card, because if you're recording at 4K and you have a cheapo card, it's not going to cope. Then don't blame the camera, it's the memory card, guys. But these are actually up there because these ones are 1350 milliamp hours. So you're going to get some good battery life from these, and you've got 2 of those as part of the kit. There is the camera. Let me do you a quick, okay, and then we open up the case, and this one is slightly different. You'll see it's on the side. Normally it actually comes on the top, so you have got further options on the top with the buttons with the premium design. So with this, you push and open up. But I like the flap on this. This is more like the, oh yeah, look at that. Spring loaded. Do you see that? Wham. Wham. No messing about here, boys and girls. Back it on. Oh yeah. Cards is telling you to make sure to use the right ones. Like we mentioned, 4K recording is serious and you don't want to use a cheapo card that can't hack it because you won't get a good video experience. Okay. Video. Oh, look, it's got a nicer menu. So yeah, you can see that hopefully. Can you? Yes. Video, time lapse, slow motion. Oh, I like the touchscreen as well. It's got, okay, yeah, that's very responsive because you have to download the app. Let me show you on screen right now here. You'll see the app. You sign in. Well, it asks you to create an account. Make sure you put a legit email address in there. It'll send you a code. Check your spam folder. It might have gone in your spam. It'll be a 4-digit code. Put it in. I've logged in. This is the first screen. Do you want to extend your warranty? Let's think about that later. Okay, so now, manual connection. Apeman connect. Obtaining IP address. Connected. Excellent. So let's go back. Enter camera. And wham. We are A100 Apeman on the Wi-Fi, so I can see exactly what's going on. You can see here kind of two scenario. So oops, yeah, give it a little studio tour. So that's my display, that's the cameras, that's the desk you're seeing, that's my top down shot, which is a bad boy camcorder pointing down to my desk.